Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. In today's video, I will be going to show you how to create a login page in Power Apps along with Remember Me option. Now, let me show you a quick demo of the login page. Here, I created a simple Power Apps application with the login screen. So, the user can able to provide their user ID and password, and when they click on this login, they will able to log in into the application. And here, I additionally added this Remember Me option so that when they click while logging in, when they click on this Remember Me option, next time it will autofill their password. And here is the SharePoint list that is storing the user credentials. So here you can see that user ID and password and their email address, full name, etc. And here I took that one yes or no column for the Remember Me option. So whenever they click on this Remember Me, they in SharePoint list that user field will be updated with this field. So next time I can able to easily fetch their password. Now I am going to log in with this user credentials. So I am copying this user ID and password, and here you can see this remember me option is not enabled for this user. So here you can see I have pasted that user ID and password, and by defaultly in the password field the password is appearing as a dot, not in the plain text. So in order to view that password we can click on this icon, and now you can able to see. Now I am going to log in into this application. And here I am simply displaying some details over here. Now again come back to this screen. Now this time I am clicking this remember me option, and when I click on this login, I log in into this application, right? Now just refresh this application once. Now this time I am simply pasting that user ID which I copied before. And here you can see by defaultly the password is auto-populated. Now again I can able to log in. Let's check the SharePoint list a bit more detail. Here, I took the title column as a user ID field, and password is also a text field, and you can take the remaining fields as your wish. Also add one yes or no column for this remember me. Okay, now you have a clear idea on what we are going to do in this video. Let's start the implementation. Here the SharePoint list name event registration form. Now in the implementation, first we need to connect that SharePoint list to this application, and here you can see I have connected it under the data section, and then add one container. Within the container add two text input fields for user ID and password, and one checkbox for this remember me, and one button control for login. So after this one, look at the password field. When I provide something, it displays the data in a dot mode instead of the plain text. And when I click on this one, it is showing the text that I have entered in this field. To achieve this functionality, add one view icon like as I added, and provide this code in its onSelect property. And here I created one global variable, and this variable is containing the value of opposite to this variable, which means it contains a boolean value. So if this value is false, by defaultly it will take as a true value. And here I have provided this code in its onSelect property, right? So every time this variable value will be changed whenever we click on that icon. This variable I am using to achieve the toggle functionality. That is because whenever I am clicking on this icon, it is converting my plain text of it is converting the data that I entered in password field as a dot password mode and plain text mode, right? So to achieve this one, I have used that toggle functionality variable in this view icon on select property. Now to display the data that we entered in this field as a dots and plain text, we need to provide this code on the mode property of this password text input control field. So if this variable value is true, by defaultly the text we entered, it will display as a password mode. So this text mode property will make the text we entered in either password mode or single line mode. There is other mode also. When we click on this one, here you can see multi-line password and single line is there. So according to our requirement, when this variable value is true, we need to display it as a password mode, and if it is false, we need to display the data in a single line mode. Now this functionality is over, and add one checkbox control, and for this text property provide this remember me string. Basically the functionality of this login is when we click on this login after providing the user credential, we need to check whether the provided password for this user ID correct or not with the SharePoint list. If these credentials are not correct, or if any users provide the wrong user ID that is not yet exist, like in these cases, we need to display one error message. If the user credentials are correct, then we need to allow the user to log in into the application, right? So for that one, here we have written this code. Using the lookup function, I am checking whether the entered password in this txt password control is matched with this. First, the syntax for this lookup function in PowerApps is it will take the first parameter as a data source and then base record. So for the base record, as I said before, the user ID field is a title column, right? So I took the title, so that field is equal to txt user ID is the control name. Here you can see that one. So whatever we entered in this text, I am checking with the user ID. So this condition will check whether the entered user ID is present in the SharePoint list or not. And you can also think like why we are using lookup function instead of filter and any other. See, while we are checking, we can use the filter function, but here what we have the scenario is this user ID is unique field. So we no need to use the filter function and any other things to check the user ID, and lookup function is enough to check one single record. So this user ID dot password. So it will check the entered user ID's password with the text we have entered in this password field. Function will return boolean values. If it returns true, then it will navigate to event completion details, where I have displayed that event complete details previously in the demo. So it will navigate to that. This function will return false in many cases. Either the password is not matched with the entered user ID, or this user ID and password only not present in the SharePoint list. So in all these cases, this lookup function will return false value. So at that time, we need to display one error message, right? So it will be better for the user. They will get to know these credentials are not correct. Using the notify function, I am just displaying. Now coming to this code, and here what I have given is if this remember me checkbox, you can see here this checkbox control name is chk remember me. Here I just followed the naming convention for this checkbox. So if that checkbox value is there, which means when user click on that one, this value will be true. So if the condition is true, then we need to update the remember me option value as a true for this entered user credentials. Here using the patch function, I am updating remember me field value as a true. And here you can see when we are clicking on this one, it will show true value, right? Provide true value for the remember me column of this particular user ID. I am using the lookup function to get that field. So here I am simply providing the data source name, and the title field is equal to the user ID that we entered. So for that field, we are giving whatever the value is present here. Let's just simply check this one. Here I am taking this user ID from the SharePoint list, this field, and here this remember me is not checked for this user. And the password for this field is this one, but I am not going to give that one. I will give that any other password. See, when I click on the login, it displays that error message. Enter credentials are not correct. And we will see one more condition. Now the user ID only not present, right? Even if I click on this one, it will display the same message. Now the password is correct, but the user ID not correct, right? When I click on this one, still it display this error message. So it will validate correctly this user ID and password. So there is no chance for the user they can log in into the application with the wrong credentials. Now I have given the correct user ID and password. When I click on the login, you can see I'm able to coming into this application. Let's come out again. Here we missed one thing. When we click on remember me option, next time when we are logging in, it needs to display the password automatically, right? So for that one, in the default property of this text input control password, we need to provide this code. Here also I am using the lookup function, but here I am checking two conditions. For the entered user ID, the ID matches and this remember me field also have this true value, then only we need to fetch the password, otherwise not. So using this condition, we can simply get the password next time when we are logging in. I hope you understand how to create a login screen in Power Apps application. Here I also explained this remember me functionality, and I also explained how we can able to display the text in the password either in password mode and single mode. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe our channel.